Welcome, dear students. So, we continue with the third podcast session based on Chapter 3, How the State Government Works. So, in the previous podcast, I had told you that those candidates who get maximum votes from different political parties, they become the MLAs. Once they are received as MLAs in the Legislative Assembly office, then it is seen that whichever party has maximum number of MLA, that party forms the government and becomes the ruling party, or the majority party forms the government. And rest all other MLAs of different political parties, they become the opposition. Now once MLAs have formed, the majority party MLAs have formed the government, then the leader of that party becomes the chief minister. Usually they elect their leader beforehand, before the elections also. Now the leader of that political party, the majority party, becomes the chief minister. Now then chief minister selects other people as ministers, as his council of ministers. Now after the election, it is the governor of the state who appoints the chief minister and other ministers. Please children, you need to understand here that the governor appoints. People elect the chief minister and government only appoints them. That means government, in a way you can understand that government gives them appointment letter by giving them oath in the office. Now the chief minister and other ministers, remember I told you council of ministers, they have the responsibility of running various departments. There are various departments like health department, agriculture department, education department. So sometimes what happens, MLAs have dual responsibility. One, that they are MLAs because they have won the seat, and two, that they also become the minister, because all MLAs of the ruling party also need not become the minister. It depends on the number of departments, portfolios. Right? So what happens? Those MLAs who have been given the responsibility of becoming the minister, they have the dual responsibility. So they take care of the department also. Thus we say, now since we say that members were debating, they debate for any action in the Legislative Assembly, they are together responsible for the work of the government, because opposition also guides the ruling government, ruling party members. So what happens? The overall head is the chief minister, but council of ministers and chief minister together, they implement the laws, they implement the rules, but opposition also participates in law making or giving advice to the government. Now we see that it is not only the Legislative Assembly where the government expresses his or its opinion. Apart from that, apart from Legislative Assembly, the government's actions and opinions are also forwarded to the common people, to the people of that region or that state through newspapers, television and other organizations, social media. There are various ways through which people express their views and also take action. So social media is one such thing. Apart from that, press conferences are organized at intervals so that we, the people who have elected our leaders, we also have the right to influence the decision of the leaders. Thus, we see that there are various departments: public work department, agriculture, health, education, as I told you earlier, and various ministers are there who take care of the entire work. Thus, we see that government can also decide to make new laws for the state and also implements them. And so it is the people for whom the government has to make these laws and implement. Thus, it is actually the people who have the main authority. So, dear children, please go through this podcast once again, and if you have any doubt, please bring it to the doubt clearing session